Once again relied heavily on skipper Mark Viduka, who came close early after a clearance from keeper Clint Bolton caught the German defence unprepared.
Viduka, still Viduka, the goalkeeper's lost it.
But minutes later, Germany made the most of some indifferent Socceroo defending.
Now Rots, goal for Germany.
Viduka continued to prove menacing in Australia's search for the goal they needed to stay alive, but it didn't come until just after half-time.
Skoko again. Viduka, they're level.
Soon after, Joe Skoko had a great chance to make it 2.
Skoko's won it here. Skoko can finish. He's missed, oh dear!
In the end, Australia finished with a brace of scoring chances, but their failure to bury them must be remedied if they want to be taken seriously as...
Be cautioned. When play resumed, Murray was running hot as the Zebras blitzed the minor premiers. A cross from Hassel found Murray dead in front, but he couldn't find the target. Adelaide City threw everything at the bewildered Knights in an awesome display of power football. When the Zebras finally found a way through, an offside ruling cancelled Hassel's goal. But the second half was a different story, as the tired Zebras needed some heroics from goalkeeper Petkovic to hold on to the lead. It was the Knights' turn to dominate, but they couldn't equalise and had a last-minute scare when Mullen hit the post. The slender margin means the major semi is very much alive going into the second leg. Kyle Patterson, SBS Sport.
With confidence for today's return leg, and despite gaining the upper hand in the series, players realise the next hurdle will be no roller coaster ride.
There's a lot of hunger. We had training last night and all the boys are looking forward to Sunday. They're expecting a big crowd, so we're all looking forward to playing the semi-final at home.
We're not scared of anyone. We believe we can beat every side in the competition. It's just a matter of on the day, you know, providing the goods and playing well and winning the game.
But I'll do it again. How was it?
That was class. That is going to pump us up for the weekend.
United are no strangers to finals football. Despite being eliminated this time last year to eventual champions Adelaide City, players say they'll be devastated if they don't complete the job this time round.
I don't even want to think about it because I don't think we can afford to not go any further. The crowd's expecting it, where the players are expecting it. We're disappointed we missed out on first and second spot. We've had to do it the hard way and we really want to make sure we go through.
The new $1 million grandstand is starting to take shape at United's home ground, and although the roof was fitted this week, patrons will be forced to wait until the new season before enjoying this modern facility.
Well, we'd be very disappointed if it's not a sellout, and which means, you know, anything less than perhaps 8,000 to 10,000, it would be very disappointing. It's probably the most important game in the club's history.
Come on, Auntie, all the way, all the way.
On the playing arena, United will field a full-strength lineup today. There are no injuries nor suspensions. Yet even an unusually unkempt-looking Branco Chilena realises there's plenty of work in order to match it with the best.
We've got an excellent side here, a side that's capable of going all the way, and if we get through on Sunday, as I think we will, then I think we've got a very good show of going all the way.
OK, it's time now to welcome.
Cruise through against Morwell. Adelaide City, though, became the first team into the grand final, following an away win over Melbourne Knights.
Both the Knights and Adelaide fielded sides studded with Socceroos. The Knights in red needed a brilliant start. Just 2 minutes in, Danny Tiato supplied one.
Here, and here's the first Tiato! What a start for the Knights!
Far from losing the plot, final specialist Adelaide threatened a counter-attack. It arrived on cue 6 minutes later, Sergio Melter using a Knights defender to equalise.
Melter just teeing it up, not a bad effort! It's got in!
Requiring a 2-goal margin for a clear passage to the grand final, the Knights hammered Adelaide's defence. Goalkeeper Petkovic demonstrated why he's one of the finds of the season. Calladera earned a yellow card for putting his hand out. The fans were showing their true colours. The Knights applied the screws with several chances either side of the break. But Brad Hassel chose the right time to find form and seal the match and a grand final berth for Adelaide.
And he's put Hassel in here. Horvath's coming up. Brad Hassel! Great goal!
Adelaide City through to their 4th successive grand final.
The lead in the 65th minute. The young Socceroos levelled 5 minutes later from a corner. The match then went into extra time, Portugal scoring the winning goal after 9 minutes.
Played at Hindmarsh Stadium after Adelaide City's 2-1 away victory over the Melbourne Knights. West Adelaide and the Morwell Falcons have completed their season commitments. Both were eliminated, Sydney United defeating the Sharks 1-0 and South Melbourne thumping the Falcons 5-1.
Adelaide City produced a near faultless display despite being forced to come from behind after Danny Tiato's first minute's goal. The Zebras hit back when Sergio Melter's shot at the target was assisted by a wicked deflection. But it was Adelaide City's second half performance that ripped the heart out of the Melbourne Knights, with Bradley Hassel causing havoc.
We just went out there 100%. We went so hard for it to make sure we'd win and get the grand final here in Melbourne, but it just didn't work for us.
For coach Zoran Matic, the result is sweet revenge after the defending champions' loss at the same ground 5 weeks ago. The grand final appearance in a fortnight will be Adelaide City's 4th in as many years.
We basically take it as a team first of all, but yeah, certainly Zoran's been a big part of this club for a long, long time, and it would be a fitting farewell for him to say goodbye to the fans and to his players at Hindmarsh Stadium in a grand final. I couldn't ask for a better finale than that.
South Melbourne issued a stern warning that it could be the team to beat after demoralising the Morwell Falcons. The 5-1 scoreline was Morwell's heaviest defeat since joining the league and South Melbourne's first finals win at home in 4 years. Goals by Paul Trimboli, Mike Peterson and Kevin Muscat sealed the victory as early as half-time. Con Butsianis and Jason Polak completed the rout before John Markovski delivered a late consolation for the Falcons. Fireworks are expected to fly when the Blues travel to Marconi for Wednesday's major semi-final against Sydney United. A disciplined defensive performance by the home side prevented West Adelaide from advancing. Ante Milicic scored the only yet decisive goal in the 49th minute.
Experience factor doesn't worry us. People say we're not experienced this and that, but we've got more experience than people think.
The Sharks delivered a never-say-die approach, but couldn't deliver when it counted most.
Jose hasn't been or had a lot of luck this year, and he's been a little bit down, but he played well tonight and last week, and if that had gone in, it probably would have changed the game.
Alex Miles at Sydney Airport, the young Socceroos had expected to make a more triumphant return next week.
I think we're too good a team to have got kicked out in the quarterfinals. I mean, we weren't playing our good football, but I think we could have done better.
A sudden death goal by Portugal in the quarterfinals sent the young Socceroos packing for an early flight home.
I'm not Avenger. I just can't say enough about these kids. I gave it all, and they just failed because the ball didn't bounce for them at the right time.
Coach Les Shineplug believes a full-time professional league in Australia would guarantee more international success. While most countries support full-time youth teams, only 2 young Socceroos have a weekly spot in our part-time national league.
We know what needs to be done. Is the little bit of extra money available will make this team even go further.